Hey guys, what's up? Ranson Tholles with another rap album review, and today I will be reviewing the new 2014 EP from Girl Talk and Freeway, Broken Ankles. Now, this release was given out free as an exclusive on datpiff.com, and it's 6 tracks long, and it's the first thing we've seen from Girl Talk in a while, I know that for sure. As for Freeway, I don't follow him as much. I didn't really know him that well until this release, but I'm pretty sure it's the first thing he's done in a while too. As for like the style, it's not something completely different for Girl Talk. I mean, his old stuff was all the sampling, making beats, and then putting raps from certain songs over the beats. So it's pretty normal for what he does. As for Freeway, I mean, this album varies quite a bit in the types of beats it uses. So it could be weird for him, but they made it work pretty well, I'm not going to lie. Beats on this album that I think are the best would probably be Tolerated and Tell Me Yeah. Girl Talk really shines in Tolerated. That's just like a completely new beat from most of the stuff we're seeing these days. And I really like I don't know, I just like everything about that track. As for Tell Me Yeah, it sounds really old, like old school, not necessarily super old school, but like 90s hip hop, like something that old Jay-Z used to rap to. The other beats, they're not bad by any means, but I just don't think they show either of the artists' full talent. Lyrically, Freeway is pretty impressive on this EP. Probably the best on songs like Tolerated and I Can Hear Sweat. He really demonstrates this fast style, not necessarily on like a Tech 9 level, but pretty fast chopping style that is really impressive. And he doesn't demonstrate it on all songs, but on the songs, also Lived It is one where he kind of shows, but not on all the songs, but for the most part, he demonstrates a pretty nice lyrical flow, and his lyrics come together pretty nicely too. Songs that I would consider my favorites are Tolerated, Tell Me Yeah, and I Can Hear Sweat, which are the 3 features on the album, and EP. And if you don't count the first song, which is just an intro, those are the first 3 songs. And I do kind of like that they're all in a row just because all the 3 good ones in a row. And the way Girl Talk releases are, if you've never listened to one before, is that you're supposed to listen to the whole thing on like a continuous play instead of switching between songs. Like, that's how he created it to be, which was kind of annoying with releases like All Day because it's super long, and I just like the listening to individual songs. As with this release, since it's only counting the intro 6 tracks, it's really not, you can listen to the whole thing all the way through. But yeah, anyway, Tell Me Yeah, I Can Hear Sweat, and Tolerated would probably be my 3 favorite tracks. As for the other 2 tracks, Lived It, and the only one I haven't mentioned yet, Suicide, they're not necessarily bad, but they just have this repetitive flow that, like, after the first 3 songs, it's like, okay, it's Freeway, I get it. Like, it just doesn't flow so well compared to the way the first 3 songs go perfectly through. Now, there are 3 features on this EP, that being Waka Flocka Flame on Tolerated, which we've seen a music video for this song, Young Chris on Tell Me Yeah, and Jadakiss is on I Can Hear Sweat. Jadakiss's feature has got to be the best, but the other 2 features are pretty impressive. I'm not really a fan of Waka Flocka Flame, but I can still totally make it through Tolerated. He's very tolerable on that track. But yeah, Jadakiss definitely has to be the best feature. So overall, I'm really liking this EP. It's the first Girl Talk, as I've said, I've heard in a long time, and I'm glad that he's back on the scene, and I hope he keeps making more stuff like this. As for Freeway, this mixtape totally got me interested in him. He's a really good MC, and though he doesn't shine on every single track on this EP, he shines enough that I've noticed him and I'm interested in him now. So as for what I give the EP overall, I give it an 8 out of 10. Uh, I was really excited when I heard about it, and it really did deliver. The first the first listen through, give it a chance, because the first listen through I wasn't totally convinced, but the second and third time I was like, this is really impressive. So even if you're not a fan of Girl Talk and Freeway, if you just like rap, I totally suggest this EP. It's one of the greatest releases of the year so far. Alright guys, hope you like this review.